In this section, we're going to be simplifying complex fractions. This is a time you really need to understand what it is that I'm doing and keep track of your steps as you're going along. Let's read our helpful hint. There are two ways to simplify this expression. Number one, we can combine the numerators and the denominators separately, or number two, we can multiply the numerator and denominator of the complex fraction by the LCD of all the denominators. Consider both methods and choose the one that seems easiest to you. We will show the steps of the first method for this particular problem. Most students seem to prefer the first method. Now, let's carefully go through the steps and see if we can simplify this expression. What we would like to do is to add up these two expressions, 6 divided by b minus 4. What we can do is just take a moment to multiply the top and the bottom by b. This will give us 6 minus 4b over b. Now in the denominator, we see that we have bx and 3x as denominators. The LCD for that will be 3bx. So in the case of the fraction 5 divided by bx, it's missing a 3, so we multiply the top and the bottom by 3. In the case of the second fraction, 10 divided by 3x, it has the 3 and it has the x, but it's missing the factor b. So we multiply the top and the bottom by b. So let's see what that fraction is going to look like. We have 5 times 3, which is 15, minus 10b. So we have 15 minus 10b. And in the denominator, the common denominator is 3 times b times x. It's in a different order, but if we put it in the normal order, we would say 3 times b times x. Now this expression, we're going to simplify. 6 minus 4b over 4 divided by 15 minus 10b over 3bx. I'm going to erase a little bit and get some extra room up here, and we can continue our problem. We have 6 minus 4b, and that's divided by b, and it's divided by the fraction 15 minus 10b, and the denominator is 3bx. Now, as we do our division, the first fraction is multiplied by the reciprocal of the second one. So we have 6 minus 4b over b, and instead of divided, we're multiplying by 3bx over 15 minus 10b. Notice that these expressions can be factored. 6 minus 4b can be factored into 2 times 3 minus 2b. The denominator, of course, remains b. In the numerator here, we have 3bx, and the denominator, 15 minus 10b, we observe these two terms have a common factor of 5. If we remove the 5, we have 5 times 3 is 15, and to remove a common factor of 5 from minus 10b, this would give us negative 2b. Now let's see if we can simplify. We notice that the parentheses 3 minus 2b divides out. We notice that this factor b divides out, and the only thing left is 2 times 3x in the numerator. So 2 times 3x would give us 6x. And in the denominator, these two terms have divided out, so what we have left is 5. So our final answer is 6x over 5. These kind of problems involve some careful factoring and some careful simplifying. But if you do it carefully, you'll get the right answer.